With a healthy social media following, published books, and engaging podcasts, the father-daughter team of Stephen Biggs and Emma Biggs have harnessed the power of social media to connect and educate. Their popular website, foodgardenlife.com, boasts how-to instructions and video tutorials on creating and sustaining edible gardens. At only 16, Emma has been hailed as Toronto's tomato expert and is already on the lecture circuit. Stephen and Emma were gold winners at last year's GardenCom Awards for their audio program, the Garage Gardeners Radio Show. Landscape Ontario is proud to present the Garden Communicators Award to Stephen Biggs and Emma Biggs.
I had a really great conversation last year. Really sticks out in my mind, and the funny thing is, I didn't understand very much of it. I was hanging out in my backyard when my neighbor Myra came to get me, and Myra and I have had lots of fun gardening in our front yards. We've taken out lawn, we've shared plants, we've shared stories, and we've done a lot of that with the help of Google Translate because we have different mother tongues. Well, that day that Myra came to get me from the backyard, she was trying to talk with another neighbor who was walking past, but they didn't speak the same language. I didn't think I was going to add much to the mix because I don't speak Mandarin, I don't speak Russian. But when Myra realized that this other neighbor spoke Russian, she started typing into her phone and came up with the translation of that one plant that they'd been trying to talk about, the hollyhock plant. And this was a 6-foot-high hollyhock that Myra was really proud of. So before long, they were standing in front of that plant and I was taking a picture of the two of them smiling. So think of this, one hollyhock plant, 3 languages, and shared smiles. That openness to communicate, that goodwill, that kindness, all around one plant is just a tiny example of how much richness our industry can bring to people's lives.
That is why it is a huge honor to be receiving Landscape Ontario's Garden Communicators Award. Looking at past winners, we have big shoes to fill, but we love what we do. We love our industry. We love the plants, the soil, and the gardens. But most of all, we love the people, the designers, the landscapers, the gardeners, the growers. And with those people, we love the stories that come with them.
That's because the stories teach, the stories inspire, and stories help people see themselves doing something. Stories help more people who aren't gardeners to see themselves gardening and to see themselves creating landscapes.
And so thank you for bettering our industry. Of course, thank you to Landscape Ontario. Thank you to all of our colleagues and all of our friends and everyone who inspires not just the public, but us too. It's this industry's moment to shine, especially with the COVID-19 pandemic going on. And it's our job to help people think of plants and gardens as something that they can do not only to better themselves, but to better their communities and the world.
And it can all start with something as simple as shared smiles around a hollyhock plant.
So thank you to Landscape Ontario for honoring us with this award.